Chef Ryan here. I never met anyone who didn't like today's recipe. That's why it's a staple for holidays like Lunar New Year, when friends and family get together. Not only is it delicious, but it's easy to make and colorful. That is stir-fried starch noodles or japchae. We're gonna start by marinating our beef, and I've got this beautiful tenderloin here. You can use any cut of beef you like, but I love using tenderloin because it's so nice and tender. We're just going for 50 grams or so here. Now I've got these beautiful dried shiitake mushrooms that I soaked in water for about 30 minutes. I'm just gonna slice this up a bit. Our beef and mushroom marinade is pretty simple. It's just got 5 ingredients. We've got half a tablespoon of soy sauce. Then let's get a half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, a half a tablespoon of sugar, 1 garlic clove minced, and a few twists of black pepper. Let's mix this up very well before we add it to our beef and mushrooms. We're gonna get this over our beef and mushrooms now. And you gotta get your hands in here and just mix all that. And we're doing this first so there's time for all that flavor to get into the beef and mushrooms while we prepare some other ingredients. I mentioned that japchae is very colorful. There's actually this concept in Korean cuisine called obangsaek. It refers to 5 colors being in different dishes. Not only do those colors represent different kind of feelings and emotions, they actually correspond to different organs in the body. It's so cool. And to start that off, we're gonna start with green right here. I've got 50 grams of spinach just to quickly blanch. Now I'm gonna get the heat off and transfer this straight into some cold water and save that bright green color. Now that these have cooled off, I'm just gonna squeeze the water out here and then just kind of rough chop this into bite-sized pieces. Next color in our obangsaek is yellow, and we're gonna do that with egg. So I'm just gonna heat up a pan here. Okay, now let's get just a little bit of cooking oil in here and actually turn the heat off and then add your egg and wait just 30 seconds. You can just carefully roll it up. Cut this really nice and thin because it's gonna be kind of a garnish for the end of our dish here. All right, for our carrot, let's just peel up about 45 grams or so and then slice really thin and cut them into matchsticks. Now let's go to white with this onion. I'm gonna use just about a quarter of an onion here. And we're just gonna julienne this. Gotta heat our pan back up because we're gonna stir fry both the onion and the carrot. So just a little bit of cooking oil here. I'm gonna go in with the onion first. About 1 minute, fire's off. I'm gonna put these over here with my spinach that we already blanched. And there's still enough oil there. So going straight in with our carrots. Pinch of salt. Just 45 seconds over high heat, and we are done. We've got some beautiful red chilies here for our red color. If you don't have these Korean red chilies, don't worry about it. Red bell pepper works great. I'm just removing the seeds here. And then we'll just slice them up into nice thin pieces. All the veg and egg are done. Now it's time to turn back to our beef and mushroom. It's been marinating long enough. This is gonna have to cook for about 3 minutes, and we're going to be careful, don't burn the sugar that's in that marinade. So I've turned my heat down just a little bit for the second couple of minutes. We're almost done, guys. We've got our starch noodles here now, and I've got some water boiling here. We're gonna go with 50 grams right into boiling water. Lunar New Year is one of the 2 biggest holidays in Korea. You know, family and friends gather that might only see each other sometimes once or twice a year. And when you've got everybody in the house and you need to make food for everyone, japchae is one of those go-to dishes. You can imagine you prep up all the veg, the meat, everything in advance, and then when finally it looks like everybody's about ready to eat, you can make the noodles, combine everything together, and take care of everybody. Now these are gonna take 6 to 8 minutes to get nice and chewy but tender. While that's finishing up boiling, I'm just gonna make a little sauce for those starch noodles, and it's a lot like our marinade for the beef and mushroom. We're gonna go in with a half a tablespoon of soy sauce, a half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, and then a half a tablespoon of white sugar. Let's stir that up really well, make sure the sugar dissolves, and it's ready to go. Okay, time's up. Let's get our noodles out of here. Now, very important, we get our sauce right on here. This sauce is not only seasoning the noodles, but it's also gonna help keep them from sticking together, which is very important. Now it's time to start putting everything together. We're gonna go in first with the beef and the mushrooms. Next, we've got 3 colors with our spinach, our onion, and our carrot. Get that all mixed in really well. Now to build the rest of this, I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up. So let's get all of this in here. And now with the yellow with the egg, and the red with the red chilies. And last but not least, just a few toasted sesame seeds. Japchae is done. Every holiday table here in Korea, I've seen japchae on it. And it's easy to understand why. Everybody loves it. It's beautiful. Oh. I'm so happy with the texture of the dangmyeon, of the starch noodles. It's perfect. Something in there for everybody. You can do it with beef or pork, or you can do it vegetarian stuff. Just always good.